if Putin had won a year ago, as he thought he would, as his generals told him he was going to, indeed, frankly, as our generals, ladies and gentlemen, told him he was going to, then that would have emboldened the Kremlin to increase the intimidation and threats towards every country and region on the fringes of the old Soviet empire. It would have told the Chinese all they need to know about our reluctance to stand up for freedom and democracy in the South China Seas or anywhere. It would have sent a signal to every opportunist autocrat around the world that international borders are fungible and frangible and can be changed by force, and that no one will do a damn thing to stop them. I think the answer to that is look at what's happened. Every time we come to a fork in the road and we're asked to make a choice about sending some new type of weaponry to Ukraine to help them, we begin by saying no, and we begin by saying this is an escalation, this is a provocation, we mustn't do this. And I had this argument about the NLAWs, the anti-tank missiles, and then we've had it about all sorts of things. In the US, it was a very strong argument about the HIMARS, which then proved so valuable. So all I'm saying is experience teaches us that when it comes to it, we finally decide to let the Ukrainians have what they need to defend themselves. And so my argument to everybody today is that if that is where we're going to end up in our ratiocination, then let's do it now. And let's stop the delay. And I implore you now to follow the logic of what you are all doing and give the Ukrainians the tools to finish the job. Give them the deep fire artillery systems. Give them the tanks. Give them the planes, because they have a plan. They know what they need to do. And my God, they've shown they have the skill and the bravery to do it. We were talking out of both sides of our mouth, and Putin basically exploited that. I've now come to the conclusion that Putin has demolished any objections to Ukrainian membership. You know, if the objection was that we were going to provoke Russian aggression, well, that is now transparently absurd. Russian aggression has followed our failure to admit Ukraine into NATO. Not having Ukraine in NATO produced the worst war in Europe for 80 years. We have a kind of a sort of fixation. I think probably each individual leader has a dream that they can be the person who finds the clue that unlocks the strongman in Moscow and delivers a deal. And I would just say that it's nonsense. And he's proved what he wants to do. What he wants to do is restore Russian prestige by undoing the humiliation of the end of the Soviet Union, and he's embarked on a catastrophic way of doing it.
Okay, thank you.
I believe we would have delivered the NLAWs. I think because of Brexit, we've been able to do things differently, and I hope in a way that has been useful to Ukraine. I think when I look around the table, all the countries that whenever people get together on this subject, they're driven by the logic of the position, international leaders, to support Ukraine, because there isn't a deal that you can do with Putin.
Correct.
And everybody spots that.